Today's journey is going to take us on the California Zephyr, from Chicago Union Station all the way to California. We won't actually be going to Emeryville, where the train terminates, but we'll jump off in Roseville, which is just a couple of stations short. So we're starting here at Union Station in Chicago, a magnificent old station, and it's Christmas time. We're in a sleeper, so we get access to the Metropolitan Lounge. I previously rated this Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago as not quite as good as New York, but I hadn't checked out the Pennsylvania room, which is upstairs. So if you are here and you have access to the lounge, check the Pennsylvania room out. So we can relax here for a couple of hours before the train departs. It's a long journey, about 48 hours I believe, to Roseville. There's not much in the way of food and drinks in the lounge, but it's good enough. And it is a very relaxing space. I'm taking the stairs here, but there is an elevator, and if you have luggage, of course, it's necessary. The long distance trains leave at the same time, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it gets a little busy at departure, but there are plenty of facilities and there's red caps to help. So let's grab a cup of joe. And let's get on the way. We have a lot of luggage and we didn't check any. You can check bags, but we didn't check them. So we can take the trolley from here all the way to the train door.
Are you leaving these bags down here, sir? Okay.
We're in a bedroom, as opposed to a roomette or a family bedroom. So 2 seats that fold down and make a upper and lower bunk bed. There are plenty of reviews on YouTube and other places for the different room types. I urge you to check them out before you book. Before you know it, we're off through the countryside and at our first stop, which is Naperville, which is really a suburb of Chicago. And then another hour or two, as it's getting closer to dusk, we arrive at the railway town of Galesburg. This is a major stop, and we actually get what's euphemistically called a fresh air break, or a smoke break. It's also our first chance to check out the train. You can see here we're in a superliner carriage, which is all bedrooms and roomettes. These carriages are absolutely massive. So it's going on dusk here at the stop at Galesburg. From here we will continue on west in our sleeper car. We'll take a quick break for dinner. Dinner in the dining car on Amtrak is a white linen affair. It's good food. I wouldn't say excellent food, but it's good, solid, honest food. The best thing about dining in the dining car on Amtrak, though, is the staff. They make it an absolute pleasure, or at least they did for us. I've heard some reports that it might be a little spotty at times, but we had nothing but the best time. I started with a crab cake, which was absolutely delicious. Doesn't look like much here, but it was very good, along with a green salad and a glass of wine. First glass of wine on Amtrak is free, and the other drinks are quite reasonable price. And for my main course, a infamous or famous flat iron steak. The dessert, though, carrot cake, was also delicious. I think we ate them out of carrot cake during this trip. So anyway, after an absolutely delightful meal, off to bed, and see you in Denver. So on the morning of the second day, we arrive in Denver after traveling all night through Colorado. We arrive at Denver Union Station. We have a fresh air break here for a while and get a chance to have a look around again. Denver actually has platforms, which is a little unusual for Amtrak trains, so you can step on and off. You don't need the funny little step that they have. Coming up here, this is the RTD, the suburban Denver line. It goes around the suburbs of Denver and also out to the airport. Alright, we're back on our way, and time to have some breakfast. Breakfast isn't a white linen affair, but still served in the dining car. There's a good selection of food, either healthy food with yogurts and fruit, or omelettes, or in this case, French toast and pork sausages. Nothing like a good cheesy omelette to get us ready for the mountains. Because now we head up to the Front Range and into the mountains, where all the spectacular scenery is. So we climb up the Front Range. The weather here is pretty severe, including high winds. The railroad have put this windbreak to stop trains being blown over. We curve the way up here, both engines running full steam. Well, not steam, but you know what I mean. There's something like 42 tunnels here, or there were originally. Some of them were re-engineered. But we climb up into the Rockies from Denver at a pretty substantial rate. It's early December in the Rockies. There hasn't been much snow this year, so unfortunately not much here. But hold on, because when we get to the Sierras, you'll see plenty. Here at the moment it's just wide open country, pretty high elevation. This is the Gross Dam, so we're getting just into the interesting scenery. A bunch of people joined us in Denver, and the observation car is very popular. We have the drill sergeant.
This area is for the entire train, okay? We can't camp out here. Let's be fair to one another. If you've been here more than an hour, let's switch up. If I come back and no one switched up, I'm gonna close it, and everybody's gonna go to their room. Because I got to clear, okay? I hate to be the heavy, but I will be. No camping out in here. Allow everyone in here. No holding seats. We can't do that, folks. Okay?
The conductor did exactly what's needed to be done. He was superb. I guess he's done it once or twice before.
Come up. Yeah, the scenic car coming. You want to wait for a little while. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You're welcome.
We're now coming up to Winter Park, which is another fresh air break. This stop is good for a lot of the different ski resorts. A lot of people use the train to get there. There's a special snow train. This is not it. This is the regular train. I've said it before, but I'm still amused. They have a multi-million-dollar train, but don't build a platform to the same height. Seems that people at Amtrak are only interested in the rolling stock, and that's no way to run a railroad. So let's see if we can go up front and get a closer look at the engines. There's a couple of these massive engines built by General Electric that will haul us all the way through to California. I think they only get something like 1 to 2 hours break in the 52-hour trip. I'm sure there's a lot more technical detail that you get add in the comments below. Okay, after Winter Park, it's on to Grand Junction. That's some beautiful scenery on the way over from Winter Park. So here we are, we've finally arrived at Grand Junction.
Got on the train. I've been on this train. Exactly.
The trip up from Denver and through Colorado is taking us most of the day. So after Grand Junction, we settle in for dinner. And then off to bed. Overnight, we crossed northern Nevada and are now into Northern California. And it looks like there's much more snow. So I held outside Truckee for about an hour, waiting for a freight train. There's lots and lots of snow and a blizzard forecast. So it's pretty severe weather out there. I'm really glad we're inside the train because we're basically unaffected and it's beautiful. I think all road traffic has probably stopped, but the train is unperturbed. So we continue on and going through the pristine snow. Just magical. More than makes up for the lack of snow in the Rockies. So after a couple of hours going through snow, we get to the western side of the Donner Tunnel and to the town of Colfax. Snow has stopped, it's just rain now. And then shortly after Colfax, we get to our final destination of Roseville. And it's pouring with rain. And that, folks, concludes our epic trip on the California Zephyr. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and hit like if you appreciate my content. It really helps me out. Thanks.